Hello, in today's video I want to show you how to use the CoinMetrics API client to obtain market candles. In a previous video I have already shown you how to obtain asset metrics using this path here, but today we will focus on market candles. To do this exercise I'm using Google Colab, which is a free Jupyter Notebook environment or Jupyter Notebook compatible environment that Google is hosting. And we can start by pip installing the CoinMetrics API client. It will automatically go to PyPy and do what's necessary. We can then also store our API key in a secret. This means that you are not revealing the API key to anybody that may be watching the video or maybe looking at the code, because it's kind of hidden away here in this sidebar. And then to obtain that API key, you can just use the little piece of code that Google Colab suggests. That is all really that you need to initialize the API client, and then we can start using these functions here to actually do the work. And in order to really do this step by step, I'm actually getting the code from somewhere else and showing you step by step. So we will start by using the reference data markets to get a list of all the markets of type future. So these are all the markets that we cover that are of the type future, which is 20,580. Now, specifically, we want to filter out markets that are trading in BTC against USD, USDT, or USDC. Just for completeness or for redundancy, we will once again specify that the type is future. And we don't want any futures that will expire. So in other words, we only want perpetual futures. So let's do that. And we have a much smaller list now of 38 futures that are relevant. As you can see, they all are using BTC USD or a variant of USD. In the name of the market, you can see that some of the exchanges use the symbol XBT instead of BTC. That's just a side note. All right, so now that we have the correct list of markets, we can ask the catalog market candles to tell us which markets are actually available, which ones have candles, and we can also say that we only want 1 minute candles for the purposes of today's exercise. So what I will do is I will use the endpoint or the method that I just showed you, catalog market candles v2. I will specify the markets that I'm interested in, which is the market column of that data frame that we obtained earlier. And then I will filter for frequency 1 minute, and I will also filter out any markets that are no longer relevant because they don't have data available anymore. And you will see that the result is these 38 markets that all have a max time corresponding to the date that I'm recording this video, which means that they are all up to date. And they're all obviously 1 minute candles. So now I have the perfect list of markets from the catalog, and I can actually obtain the market candles. So to do that, I will once again specify the markets that I want from the previous data frame, the frequency that I want, and then start time and end time. And I need to define those as well. And for the purposes of today's exercise, I'm going to use a specific hour slot of 2 days ago. And you will see later on when we plot this, why I have chosen this particular hour. So let's do it. And you can see that we're using a parallel here to speed up the processing. And in this case, it doesn't make a big difference because we are only getting 60 values per market. So it's not a huge amount, but so we get about 2,000 rows back. So now that we have obtained this data, we can start plotting it. And the first plot is going to be based on the count, so on the number of trades that have actually happened. And we need to import the libraries first for this to work. So let's do that. There we go. And so now you see why I picked this particular time frame, because there's a market increase in the number of trades that are happening at this specific time here, which is 13:30 on the 14th of January. So it jumped from the low thousands to almost 50,000 here on the Binance BTC USDT future, which is it's pretty remarkable. But in order to also get the volume information, the volume in USD, we can do another plot where we plot the candle USD volume, which is also contained in that data frame. And that will show, it will not show anything because, oh yeah, I need to do the DF candles copy one more time here. And it's generating the plot. Here we go. So once again, at 13:30, you see this huge increase, but only for a minute. And then within the next 5 minutes, it starts going down again. So possibly some algorithmic trading. We don't know exactly what triggered this, but that would be outside of the scope of this video. Thanks for watching, and see you on my next one.